Yorubas should arm themselves now because war has been declared against them, Professor Banji Akintoye claims. Following the recent attack on Iganga area of Oyo State by suspected Fulani herdsmen, the apex leader of the umbrella body of Yoruba self-determination group, Ilana Omo Odua, Professor Banji Akintoye, has concluded that the constant attacks on Yoruba communities simply means that war has been declared against them. Professor Banji Akintoye made this known in a statement personally signed by him and made available to journalists on Monday by his communication manager, Mr. Maxwell. He noted that the Yorubas should forget the constitution and focus on arming themselves against their enemies. He said the persistent Ilana Omo Odua calls to arms of all Yoruba people on their hamlets, villages, towns, cities, and other communities must now be urgently activated with communal self-defense system. Around their abodes and places of work, arm yourself with whatever you can lay your hands upon. Create or develop as individuals and as communities to confront the enemies. Also, he blamed the Mohamed Buhari-led administration on the rise of terrorism in the country. He noted that the administration has been backing Boko people herdsmen that have been maiming, killing and raping people in Yoruba land. However, Professor Akintoye submits that the federal government of Nigeria has failed woefully in protecting the Yoruba people, along with other indigenous people of the Nigerian South and the Middle Belt, against these invading and killings by the Boko people herdsmen. He noted that the government prohibited the use of firearms by anyone, but the herdsmen were allowed to go freely with them. He said, while allowing the Fulanis to move freely with and to import various categories of weapons into Nigeria, the federal government prohibited the possession of any kind of firearms by any indigenous citizens of Nigeria, sending the police and army to seize such privately owned weapons, including those for which these citizens had earlier been licensed for hunting and sports. You see, my viewers, based on what Professor Banji Akintoye have just said, you should not be surprised because now the level at which Nigerian is now is at the level of you being able to protect yourself. It's now a question of being able to protect yourself. Listen to what he said. He said, get yourself armed with anything that you can lay your hands on. Look, he did not just say it. Something has pushed him to say it. Something has warranted him to say it. Do you understand? He did not just say it. He was pushed. And besides, he is not the first to be saying this very unbelievable statement. He's not the only person. Professor Sagi has also said it, that the time has come for the people to begin to license arms and protect themselves. Professor Sagi said it even before Professor Akintoye. Then another person that said it is Samuel Autumn, the governor of Benue State. Looking at the level of crisis in Benue, he felt that, oh, no, that this is becoming too outrageous. How can I stay and my people will be attacked in this way? It is crazy. So all these things are what gave him lot of fears and said, no, enough is enough. Something needs to be done very fast. So I am not surprised at this decision of his. I'm not surprised at this sudden decision of his, because this decision of his, I tell you, is what has brought um, uh, fear into so many people. Okay, look at another point that Professor Akintoye just raised now, which happens to be a general point that Nigerian government need to put into consideration, but they are not doing that. Buhari has given order that nobody should be allowed to make use of weapons. Even those who have license on the weapons should be retrieved of the license and the weapons collected from them. Whereas the Fulani herdsmen are given the chance to walk freely with weapons on road. Who is that person that is saying that he has never seen the Fulanis walking freely or with weapons while grazing their cows on the street? Who is that person? Can you defend that? The Fulanis are always seen with AK-47 and other dangerous weapons on the street. So why will you be allowing such to happen? Why the other regions are being denied of access to weapons to protect themselves? This is the marginalization we are talking about. This is the marginalization the people are crying of, that the president is causing for them. And now they are calling for a division, and you are raising alarm, you are crying out. Is that not your cause? Is that not your fault? You called for it, and it is happening. It is happening. So why the tears? Why are they crying? So the people are very much right in their decisions. They're very much right in what they are doing. Very much right. So I don't know what the government actually meant. I don't know. But one thing that I am very sure of is that there is nothing that is going to prevent Nigerians from getting themselves armed since things of this kind is happening. Enough is now enough. Enough is not enough. Something fast needs to be done concerning this. We can no longer fold our hands and watch ourselves being fooled. Action needs to be taken. Action needs to be taken. I am happy that everyone is standing up and facing the President Buhari now. Everyone is now seeing the truth. The truth which Nnamdi Kanu has been revealing all this while. Everyone is now seeing it. Everyone is now seeing the reality of it. You know, Nnamdi Kanu said all these things 7 years ago, but we are just looking down on him, overlooking him, saying, what is this guy saying? But now you can see what he's saying coming to pass, coming into fruition, coming to reality. The world is seeing it. The world, not just the nation Nigeria, the world. You can hear the voice of the world. And I'm happy that Buhari is now showing himself, his true colors now. You see, there's something you don't understand about nature. Nature is natural. No matter how you try to hide it, it will show itself. And once they want to show itself, it shows itself widely. And that is what you see that is happening. So I am happy that this is happening, so that the world will see. You see that? So my beautiful people in the house, based on this reality, what do you think? What is your observation and what's your thought? Please deem it fit to come in and air your own side of the opinion. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.